There we go, we are back with round number 2 in this best of 3 series. Once again, we see Strelok spawning as a Terran. Some red in the bottom right corner. Meanwhile, top left, cross positions, BratOK spawning as the yellow Terran. Yeah, this actually is the MLG version of Securus, which I think is a bit dubious. We do still have the rocks, but then we we do have the cross position guarantee, so to speak. I'm not a big fan of the MLG version. I like the edits that Blizzard made, actually. So sue me. I really like the changes that Blizzard made onto this map. So once again, TVT here, mouse versus rocks, because the third mouse player, no, actually, it's not a third mouse player. See me, Strelok actually was playing Mana earlier. This is the second time we see him in action here today. Going to be the question of who's going to come out on top in this series, though. Whether Strelok pulls off another one, or whether he is going to face defeat here. Regardless, he's up against the ropes. BratOK with a solid win, actually a bit of an anticlimactic win at a point where you really don't expect it. He went up 1-0, so that means he's got a match point here. 2 match points if you think about it. He's gonna have 2 chances here to seal the deal. Yeah, because this is of course a Terran versus Terran, we don't see that much, or not much of any deviation in the early game. This is where things actually got start getting interesting. Mainly gonna be looking for the tech lab here, whether Strelok once again opts for the tech lab. Yes, again. Now this is the first deviation we see. We see BratOK going for that first marine, which is more conventional. Instead, Strelok going for that tech lab, likely once again to get that early Reaper out. Again, you know, like many maps, there's a huge cliff edge which you can make your way up. But we saw that backfire horribly for him last game. So we'll see what he can make happen here. He scouts the ramp here. He's like up the ramp and then up. Nope, never mind. These destructible rocks here still throw me off. I expect them here these days. Here, there we go. I like the edit a lot more. But yeah, no sense in paying too much attention to that. Regardless, we are on the MLG version. We do see the expansion after the racks is going to be the play that Strelok wants to make here. Again, BratOK is going for that quick factory. I'm starting to get concerned here for Strelok, because this could just be a repeat of the last game if he doesn't change his play up. He is managing to sneak this Reaper past the Marines and might actually be able to do some damage now. If he moves in, it's going to be a great position to be in. Oh, does he spot these Marines? He could have just barely spotted them. You know, the Zelnaga actually taken by BratOK. Just briefly. Is BratOK going to have enough defenses here? He's going to have this Hellion up, which is a really awkward situation. There's nothing at the ramp, really. There we go, the Reapers are going to go for it. Making their way in, and probably Strelok right now confused. What just happened? All the Marines here, instead, pounding on his wall, knocking on the door, and the Reapers are in full retreat just to hope to get here in time. We do see that there's a Hellion coming out, but that's not going to be done in time. Reactor here on the barracks is going to get 2 Marines out, but look at that, the first supply depot already down. If it can take down a second, it's already going to be huge. Can actually take down Reaper here as well. Yeah, take down the Reaper. Gets one. Gets the other one as well. Now there's an SV repairing. The SV goes down as well. Now the Hellion should be able to take out these Marines. There we go. Takes out one. One more bites to dust, and there we go. Finally shuts this down. But interesting and really effective decision for BratOK to just decide, hey, I'm gonna move out now. Well, you think, if the Reapers get in, if they get to the middle line, they can take out a lot of SCVs. No, he had the Hellions out in time. The Hellions deal really well with, of course, the Reapers. And now we have this forward contain set up by BratOK. Meanwhile, the expansion going down. Yeah, expansion also going down for BratOK, which is of course the play you want to make here. He did get one Banshee out before switching over this the starport. Look at that, doing damage at the front. Takes down the supply depot and putting Strelok in the red now. Strelok under a lot of pressure, trying to take out the Banshee. Can he get it done? Yeah, he should be able to. There's nothing the Banshee can really do here. No, it needs to sell. He needs to save the supply depot. There we go, pulling a lot of SCVs. Actually, a few too many SCVs to save the salvage, or then not the salvage because that would be a bugger. No, to save the supply depot. Putting the command center down. Let's look at the bottom line for a minute. We see worker-wise, these guys aren't that far apart because of the extra mules that Strelok has been able to get because he went for the early command center. You know, he's been able to keep his econ at a decent level for a long time. No, if you look at the unit counts, really the army is not far apart either. Both have 2 Vikings out and a small amount of other forces, supplementary forces. You see BratOK here with a very strong siege position, and yeah, it's going to be up to both these players. You know, both players still very much in this. 2 more racks being added on by BratOK, so he wants to do that tech back towards the bio. Looks like Strelok is opting for the exact same play. So though we have this tank Viking opening, we do see that bio is going to be the weapon of choice for both these guys. Single SCV there, biting the dust, and it's an awkward siege position by Strelok. Very defensive position. Is he going to try to do anything with the Vikings? Look at that. BratOK actually landing his Vikings just because he knows that the air dominance is in Strelok's favor. Clever play, defensive landing. Now, is Strelok going to move it? No, Strelok got a lot of scouting done. You know, flew his Vikings over, saw everything, and then just decided, no, I'm going to go back. You see turrets now coming out for BratOK as well. +1 upgrade going down, as well as the combat shield and stim all at once. Meanwhile, stim is going down as well for his opponent Strelok. You see Strelok actually building his third and the money scan there to spot both the army and the command center in production here. No add-on yet on this 1 racks, which is an interesting decision. Usually you want to have an add-on at this stage. Yeah, Strelok is just being pushed back more and more. Even though, you know, army-wise he's just doing fine, he just can't really find a position which he can hold. 4 Marauders now. So he's just checking the Zelnaga Tower. This shouldn't be enough to take out these tanks, not with marine support. But still quite daunting. You know, if you get a good stim and go, you might just be able to break it. And no, we might be able to break it with this. The Vikings there. Oh, he's running into the siege line. There we go. There's the stim and go. How many tanks can he take down? Can he take down 1? And that is it. The Vikings now landing. And oh my god. BratOK's going to be on a back foot. Not a good engagement at all. Lost way too many units just running into the siege line. And now he's going to be making a run for it here. Run for your life. Well, turning around, taking a few shots off. Knowing that he can't fall back too much further. But here we go. Siege set up this time for BratOK. Favorable siege, but just fighting just outside the line of siege. It looks like the lines have been drawn here as BratOK massively tries to repair the siege tank because he knows that, hey, you know, if I don't stop his push now, Strelok will keep on coming. Strelok suddenly looking very good after that engagement. He's going to easily be able to secure his 3rd here. Scan going down here. I'm assuming, yeah, that was a scan by BratOK. He just wants to make sure that there's no more siege tanks set up there to defend. And a matter of fact, making his way along the north side of the map. It's right here with a single marine is going to be spotting this this command center. Well, the drop line is going to, of course, is going to go after their 3rd. There is going to be a turret up in place in time here. Unloads 1 marine there just to use as a spotter. Oh, he's gonna take damage there. There we go. Finds the blind spot. Decides to land one Marine as his third. The SCVs are gonna come out and kill it. The Vikings, can they get an intercept on this medevac? Yes, they can. One Marine out, one Marauder out, but the rest of the units lost already. It's gonna be easy cleanup there by Strelok. And not a very clever play, I gotta say, by BratOK there, just you know, to fly past here with his medevac after he knew that it was spotted. He knew those Vikings would be looking for it, and there, counter drop here by Strelok, doing a lot of damage, picking off several mules here. The defense, of course, by BratOK is going to be able to clean this up, not after significant damage is done. So again, you know, we see better execution here by Strelok. And every single time an engagement like that happens, he ends up more and more ahead. Rock's now getting taken down. Just make sure that this expansion is not safe. And look at that. Someone trying to avoid the sensor tower. The army actually, for BratOK, way out of position here. He's going to engage from a very wide arc. But Strelok already in a good siege position now. He could opt to ignore these tanks. He's going to go for a counter instead. Now, but you see these Marines here. The Marines elevated up into the main, taking down the production of BratOK. You know, on the other side of the map, more and more, this army is just pushing forward for BratOK. He's going to hope to try to get something done. It's a good old-fashioned base race here on Zelnaga Caverns. You see the Marines getting taken down by the siege tanks. After doing well, a lot of damage to the production, but not all that much. He's firing onto the planetary forces, but the planetary force is going to be getting repaired. So really, he's not going to make too much progress there. And we do see the tanks now moving forward, and oh my god, a bum rush attack there by BratOK to clean this up, but not successful. These tanks are still hammering, and you know, let's look at the unit tab, because really this is starting to look worse and worse for BratOK as this goes. Still target firing this planetary fortress without much progress. The SCVs at this amount actually able to repair faster. And there we go, there's his forces from Strelok trying to clean this up. Still target firing this planetary fortress. This is not good for BratOK, who now finally turns his tanks around. Good game is called. Perfect execution in this second map by Strelok. Very well done, and that means we're tied 1-1 in this series. I gotta say, you know, well done by him. I really love this execution in this map. So that means that it's going to come down to a deciding game 3 here on Kaos TV. We thank you guys for watching. We will be back just shortly with that game 3. So stay tuned.